What's good, Lincoln sports fans? I'm RJ Rice.
And I'm Maya Wright. So get comfortable because we're jumping right into today's main event.
Maya, did you get to see the football game last Friday?
Of course I did. How could I miss the Eagles getting smacked?
You bet. The Lions turned New Albany into a flock of flightless birds with a blowout score of 41-6, taking our record of 5-2. I went out and brought you all the highlights. The highlights start even before kickoff. Talk about athleticism. Check out Infinity Mile. We count 14 backhand swings. Lions, Eagles, in a bitter OCC rivalry. Opening drive, they waste no time. On their third play from scrimmage, Brennan Ward connects with Tajon Burns, and he's gone. "57 yards for the touchdown. 7-0 Lincoln. Following an Eagles punt on the Lions' first play, it's Burns again. He catches the dart and races 58 yards for the touchdown. That's 4 plays and 2 touchdowns for Gahanna. 14-0 Lions. Lions on the move again. Ward to Jake Bushelman for a 20-yard gain to the New Albany 16. Following a sack, Ward to Bushelman again. Bushelman gets 2 blocks on the edge, cuts it back, and races 30 yards for the touchdown in the 21-0 Gahanna lead. Eagles fight back. Jet Jerwers takes the handoff and he turns on the Jets. 67 yards for the touchdown, and New Albany is on the board. PAT is no good. 21-6. Now to the second quarter, and Avion Brown races 15 yards to the New Albany 11-yard line. Brown then caps off the drive with a 1-yard plunge, and Gahanna goes up 28-6. Following a New Albany punt, Tajon Burns reads his block and runs through 3 Eagle defenders and plunges in for the touchdown. The second half was more of the same, and Gahanna rolls to the 41-6 win over New Albany for their 4th win in a row.
Yeah, we feel great about this win tonight. We took care of business. We was physical. We do the things that we had to do. We did the little things. We got to keep stacking. We got to keep preparing the same way we do every week. Just come out with high intensity, high energy, and that's going to take care of business.
I feel really good about the game today. We came out, we played hard, we did what we're supposed to do. With it being our rival and just the rivalry we have, this week of preparation was really important to us. And, just get the ball rolling for the rest of the games, just trying to get the OCC championship again.
The football team will be back on the field tonight as they travel to Westerville Central. But one number that you won't see on the field tonight for Gahanna is number 11. That's because on Friday, Coach Ward honored the family of former Lion Jay Sean Scott, who tragically died in a car accident back in 2019. Jay Sean's brother Jalen wore 11 the past few years, but now that he's graduated, Coach Ward announced that no player will wear number 11 again as long as he's the head coach at Lincoln. It was a memorable moment for Jay Sean's family, including his sister Jordy.
Personally, the ceremony felt really special, especially because it was my senior night. So I was just really glad that I got to share that with my brother and get that experience. And it really just goes to show how many people still care about him. Honestly, this meant the world to my family. It feels good knowing that we're not the only ones trying to keep his memory alive. So that was a very special moment, especially because it wasn't just the immediate family. Other people got to come and experience it with us too. And I think that he would be very happy to know that his memory is still carrying on.
With the Lions football team on a roll right now, we can't forget the fact that we have a huge graduating class this year. Yes, with over 30 seniors graduating this year, the Lions are facing both adversity and opportunity head on. Our Will Pizzico has an inside look.
With many seniors graduating and going to college this year, this season means everything to them. Every game, every practice, everything they do is a contributing factor towards their bright futures. With their one and only senior night being against New Albany, it's a very important game to these seniors.
Yeah, it was crazy. Just being able to walk across that 50 with my family after all the years playing here, after all the years, watching. It was it was emotional for me, but just able to come out here and win made it a lot better.
My senior year means everything to me. It's my legacy. It's what my guys' legacy is. Everything that was even on the field was defense. So, going into New Albany, being my senior, I wouldn't want to know other way. I ain't never lost in New Albany my whole time being here. So, it just means so much more being able to play in for it. I hope I can do everything on the field that day.
Knowing that a majority of our starters in the football team are seniors, they have many accomplishments through the years, winning the OCC, going undefeated and beating your rival in a shootout, and going to the Final Four in the playoffs. This team has made many great memories throughout the years.
My favorite memory from high school is just really just scoring my first ever touchdown in high school and just remembering the celebration and my team coming together and we all just came together.
With this many seniors leaving this year, many things changed. The leader of the Lions, Brennan Ward, is going to Kentucky, Jake Bushman is going to Army, and many others are going to college to play football. What does this mean for the Lions?
We place here in the year coming and integral roles in the leadership and things that they are. All of our captains for the first time in probably 10 years are all seniors. So losing this particular class is going to be hard for our program, but it gives kids opportunity to grow and become better in our program.
The Lions still have 3 regular season games left in the season and the playoffs. With many leaders knowing that this is their last season for Gahanna, they want to make something happen. This is Will Pizzico in the Zone.
Thanks, Will. The Lions are led by QB Brennan Ward, but who will replace him next year? A little later in the show, we'll have a story of 2 Lion Cubs who are hoping to take over this season, so stay tuned.
Now, on to some other sports. After a challenging match, the Lady Lions soccer team had a hard-fought tie, with Claire Highland scoring the first goal early in the game, with Pick North answering before the half, leaving the score at 1-1. Both sides displayed great teamwork, and we'll see each other again for an even fiercer match in the playoffs. Here's Claire Highland and Olivia T. to talk about their thoughts on being OCC champions.
We worked really hard tonight. We had a few injuries, but we battled and we got the tie, so that means we're co-OCC champs. So we're really happy with how we worked tonight, and we're just ready to take the tournament on.
It feels really great. I think leading up to this, we worked very hard, and I think we really earned our position to get this spot, and I'm very proud of everyone.
Thanks. Our boys soccer team faced Pickerington North last night. Even with a hard fight, they ended up losing 3-0. Last Saturday, the boys had a senior night for the match up against Reynoldsburg Raiders. With the seniors looking to win on their night out, Josue Calendo and Ian Powell captured the game.
Saturday night, our 4-7-5 boys soccer went up against the 9-4-3 Reynoldsburg Raiders for a highly anticipated senior night matchup.
And we're underway. Raiders with the ball, driving up the field. Lions defending early in their own half, with Tyler Owen missing a tackle, then Owen Usselton coming through and making a tackle to win the ball for the Lions.
Raiders win a free kick and is sent in by number 6 for the Raiders. The Raiders get a head on it, but Keegan Malugi is there for the catch.
Lions with the ball in the Reynoldsburg half. 1-2 combination between Mitchell Wheeler and Caden Sinke. Mitchell Wheeler trying to cut it back, but then number 2 steps in to win the tackle and clear. Lions retain possession.
The Lions with a corner kick. Sinke sends in the ball with Leandro Gallardo getting his head on it. Lions up 1-0.
Owen Usselton stands over a free kick. He sends it in, and Caden Wyatt attempts to get his head on it, but Reynoldsburg keeper punches it up in the air. Raiders clear and get out of pressure.
Mitchell Wheeler with the ball. He cuts in on his left and crosses it out to the other side to Joel Benjamin, who holds it up in the corner, but then crosses it into the box, and Caden Sinke heads it far post and hits the post.
Raiders with the ball, and they look to play long to the number 10, who holds it up and then unsuspectingly backheels it to their number 12, who beats a couple Lions defenders and plays it back to the number 10 for the Raiders goal. Game tied 1-1.
Lions with the ball.
Evan Johnson plays Joel Benjamin, who dribbles down the line but then cuts inside and beats 2 defenders and continues to drive in the middle. Then Benjamin plays it out to Josh Bleak, who looks to put a cross in, but the Raiders defenders is there to clear it. Raiders trying to find passes in the middle, but Caden Slinky wins it and plays out to Joel Benjamin with the outside of the foot pass. Benjamin cuts it back, but Meg's the defender, who drives but goes down looking for a foul. Raiders with a free kick into the box. Raiders find a hit on it, then number 12 shoots the ball and Keegan Muridi comes up clutch with a double foot save late in the game. Mitch Blair stepped up for a free kick. He hits it hard and powerful, but it goes over. Lions with a free kick. Owen Hustleton stands up to take it, and Joel Benjamin heads it into the box, but the Raiders clear it. And in the dying embers, the Lions are desperate to find a late goal to put them on, but Evan Gore hits it and misses, and that's the game. The game ends 1-1 after a hard-fought game.
It's definitely not the result we wanted. Always want to win on senior night. This is kind of how the season's been going, but I'm really confident in what we have, and we're really talented. This is a really good group, and I think we're going to be really special going to the tournament.
It wasn't the outcome that we wanted, but I think we had a great game. We just need to finish our chances in the first half. Our defense did well, and we just need to lock in and prepare for the tournament that's coming up.
Thanks, guys. The girls' tennis season has come to a close.
And the Lions have a few successes to be proud of.
One of those successes is standing by with our Demaya Jones.
Hello, Demaya.
Hey, guys. I'm here with junior Aubrey Goff, who was a district qualifier this season. How are you?
I'm good. You?
I'm good. How do you think your season went, like from a personal standpoint?
It went really well. I mean, it's always really nerve-wracking to play a different position on the team, and I just did my best, and it all worked out.
I know that you and Daniela both went to districts. How was it, like, having that accomplishment and having someone with you?
It was really great. I mean, it's always really awesome when your teammates are there to cheer you on and just support you, and it's just a really cool experience.
And next season is your senior season, so how do you think you're going to work in preparations for next season?
I train during the off-season all year round, and I'm just really excited because senior year is just, I think it's always the funnest, and I'm really excited.
Well, congratulations on your accomplishments, and thank you for coming. Let's send it back to Maya, who has some news about our other district qualifier.
Thanks, Aubrey, for joining us. Our girls' tennis season came to a heartbreaking close at districts. Our TJ Tilford caught up with Daniela Guzman before districts to talk about what it means to her to be this far into the tournament. Here's TJ.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Daniela Guzman. Daniela, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good, thank you.
So I know it was a personal goal for you to make districts this year. How did it feel when you finally accomplished that?
I felt really great. It was my last year to qualify, so qualifying was a really big deal, and I've been wanting to qualify since my sophomore year. So it was really a big accomplishment for me, and I was super happy to qualify.
Yeah, congratulations on that. And I talked to your coaches. They expected you to be here. How did it feel when your teammate Audrey Go qualified with you?
It felt, it was even more exciting that I had someone qualifying with me, so that I knew I would be going into districts with a teammate and somebody that I know wants me to succeed and who I want to succeed as well. So it was really great.
And you've been in the Gahanna program for a long time. What do you want your lasting impact to be when you finally graduate here from Gahanna Lincoln?
I hope I've left a good impact on my teammates. As a co-captain this year, I really try to just talk to the girls and tell them how I've gotten through these 4 years and how fun it's been, and I just hope that they remember me as a fun teammate, a good captain, and someone who tried really hard to get where they were.
Well, thank you for spending some time with me today, Daniela, and good luck at districts. Back to the sports desk.
As the cross-country team heads into postseason with OCCs coming up, the pressure is on, as they had an outstanding season last year. Our Nora Gartland spoke with their top runner, Ruby Lewis, to get her take on the season so far and what's to come.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with varsity runner Ruby Lewis. How are you doing today, Ruby?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing good. How was your time trial this past Monday?
The time trial went really well. Not only was it the time trial, it was senior night, so it was super fun and exciting.
What was your favorite part about the time trial?
My favorite part was that it's Spirit Week, so our theme was neon for Monday, so everyone was dressed in neon, and it made it super fun.
And And how do you feel going into OCCs this week?
I'm super pumped going into OCCs because we've been training really, really hard, and since it's postseason, we get to show all of us.
Do you have any goals for this race?
Well, like my major goal would hopefully be to get first because I've got second the past 2 years, so I'd love to get first.
What about for the team? Any big goals overall, or just to be good?
For the team, it's definitely to win.
Compared to last year's race, how do you hope this one's gonna be different?
Last year's course was really hilly and really hard, and we've heard that this year the course is super fast and hopefully really flat. So I think I'm hoping for like a better race.
Well, good luck this weekend. Back to you guys.
Thanks. All sports, no matter what they are, revolve heavily around leadership, especially when it comes to a sport like cross country.
The boys cross country team has been led by their seniors who have been having a great run. Our Andrew Byers has a story on how they've been improving connections and set examples. Here it is.
The boys cross country team has been very successful this year, in large part because of their seniors, and this year is no different.
It's been pretty good. Everybody on the team has been coming out here and getting PRs. We're about 4 meets in the season right now, and obviously we haven't been finishing first or top 3 every single race, but I think our results are still pretty good, and I'm just proud of what we've done so far.
The season's going good. Right now we're just kind of still training through races, still progressing, still getting more fit. So yeah, we're focused on our end goal, which is late October, early November.
Even in a sport that has a lot of individual achievement, needing each other is a key to their improvement.
It led to a great part of my success. I've been friends with these people for 3 years now. Just knowing that I can come out here every day and just have a friend on the team who I can talk to or practice with, or just in the meets, just somebody I can just depend on. It definitely really helps.
The connections are critical and essential for the team's highs and lows. The seniors have learned from previous mentors and now want to set an example for the underclassmen.
Felt like they were always so confident, and they always had this deep knowledge base that they could give to the underclassmen, and that's kind of what I've always strived to do. I've always strived to be a leader, be someone who they can come over and be confident that I can help them in whatever they need. It's just a lot of hard work. A lot of times running can suck, but you just have to push through it. We have a saying, to do boring better. A lot of the times recovery runs or workouts can really suck, or they can just be boring and suck, and you just got to push through it and do it better.
Not only do the seniors recognize the growth and success from within each other, others have also noticed it as well.
All of them grow is just becoming more vocal, and this is a group of guys who've always done the right thing, but now they're encouraging the others on the team, the younger guys, and transmitting our culture to our younger guys, and it's really made a difference this year.
Taking lead is so important in sports, as it influences underclassmen and allows for positive connections with them.
Yeah, they've really helped and pushed me a lot, because I've been running with some of these guys for I think 5 years now. So I came up with them through middle school and then in high school as well. And so just being able to kind of run with the same guys consistently, to be around them every day, to hang out with them, it's it kind of forms a bond you don't get anywhere else.
The seniors influencing and creating bonds with each other and the underclassmen not only sets a positive team culture, but a whole winning culture as well. This is Andrew Byers in the Zone.
Thanks. This Monday, our girls volleyball team hosted a pink out match against New Albany to support breast cancer awareness. It was a hard-fought game, but unfortunately, Gahanna couldn't pull out the win and lost in 4 sets. Our Janelle and Chanel Osei have all the highlights.
The 12-8 Lady Lions volleyball team hosted New Albany at home in the pink out breast cancer awareness match, and hopes of bouncing back from their current losing streak. Right off the bat, the offense was going strong, setting the tone in set 1. Gabrielle Dodd goes in for a nice kill against opponents, making the score 13-16. The Lions are off to a great start, but yet not a lead against New Albany, going for several impressive kills, showcasing their powerful and strategic placements. The front row players were relentless, with their execution of cross-court hits and well-timed tactics that kept the opponents on their toes. Kaylee Jackson jumps up and goes for an impressive kill against opponents, and making the score now 18-19. New Albany's plays, however, were equally as impressive with strong defensive plays that continuously challenged the Lions' offense, which kept them up against the Lions the entire set. Multiple plays later, defense from Kaylee Jackson and Savon Weaver tied the game at 22-22. By the end of set 1, the coach calls timeout to revise his strategy for this winning set. The game's back, and the Lions immediately score back-to-back points due to their defense. The third and final point needed to win the set was scored once again by Kaylee Jackson. Set 3, the Lions were off to a rocky start, but the gym was electric as the Lions fought for every point, demonstrating their determination to break their losing streak. The score is 7-16, and on the swing drive, Gabrielle Dial passes the ball to player 1, then setting up player 21 for an excellent kill, earning the team a point. Unfortunately for the Lions, they ended up dropping the 5th set and ended up losing to New Albany.
Thanks. Moving back to football, starting QB Brennan Ward will be graduating next year.
He is a 3-year starter for the team and is committed to play to the football for Kentucky Wildcats next fall.
So, the football team has paid close attention to who our JV QBs will be next year. And our own Nolan Bennett has a story.
These past few years, Gahanna Lincoln's football team has been nothing short of dominant. The team's success can be attributed to the many future college athletes who have came through our program. One of those athletes who have been especially notable is senior quarterback Brennan Ward. For the Lions, he's a 3-year starter who has a 30-5 record, broken multiple school records, and is committed to play SEC football for the Kentucky Wildcats next fall.
I'm just super grateful they've been able to accept me into the family for the past couple of years, and I just love the position I'm in.
So, the coaching staff has paid close attention to the JV team and who might take over next season. This has become especially interesting because right now, the JV team is in a unique position due to the fact they have 2 quarterbacks splitting playing time at the moment.
Going into the season, I wasn't sure what the situation with quarterback on JV was going to look like. So I was just like, I'm going to work my butt off to make sure I have the starting spot or at least get some playing time.
What's also interesting is that one of those quarterbacks are a freshman who skipped the freshman team.
I mean, it's good that I skipped the part to get adjusted to the game and then trying to win behind Brennan Ward and next year. It's like skipping the speed for freshman ball to JV ball and just getting used to things for next year to develop.
In middle school, Chase went to Pickerington Lakeview before transferring to Gahanna Middle School East last year. Since then, he's been able to make a name for himself on websites like QB Hit List, which currently list him as the #1 quarterback of the class of 2028 in Ohio.
I mean, I can't get super ranked because I'm #1, but it's just like keep working. Rankings don't really mean that. It's like you still gotta grind, put in the work, and just see what your outcome gonna be at the end of the day.
On the other hand, there is Jacob, who has been at Gahanna since kindergarten and has been in the football program since 7th grade. For that reason, the coaches and players know him far better.
I feel like the team knows me to some extent. They know my playing style. They know what type of player I am. They know how I act around my teammates. They know how I act around my family.
He's a really good teammate in the way that he's always uplifting, but he's not too serious in the fact that he can still joke around with you and you can still have a good relationship with him.
Now, both these quarterbacks have similar playing styles, with both being dual threat quarterbacks.
I can run, throw, and when the play breaks down, I can make something out of none, but then I can still pass.
As a quarterback, I'd say I just want to be as mobile as I can.
To really get a good grip of how these quarterbacks play, I went to the JV football game on Saturday, and this is what I saw. To start the game, Chase finds a wide-open receiver for a touchdown pass on the first play from scrimmage. But he isn't able to get much done afterwards. Then, in the second quarter, Jacob is subbed in at quarterback, where he's able to put up a productive drive with a nice throw that was unfortunately dropped. In the third quarter, Chase is subbed back in. Now he takes the ball himself and gets a great game. Until he coughs up the ball and the defense recovers. However, on the following drive, he makes up for this by making a screen pass to Johnny Jenkins, who takes it all the way to the house to score his second touchdown of the game. Fortunately for Jacob, he wouldn't see the field again as Chase takes over in the fourth quarter, where he gets a nice drive going but is unable to score a touchdown, leading to a turnover on downs. However, New Albany is unable to score on their drive. And a few runs later, the Lions needed out to win 16-10. In the end, both showed tons of potential, and it'll be interesting to see what impact these two will make for Gahanna football in the next few years.
Yeah, I feel super good about it. Each week, each day they've been getting better. You can see it, but they're just hungry to work. I think that's something about the quarterback room, like just all of us in general. So we're hard workers and stuff, and just eager to get better. So I'm excited to see how they do next year.
This is Nolan Bennett with the Sports Zone.
Thanks. Now, I'm as big of a fan of Lincoln sports as it gets, but the sports outside of school, now that's something that deserves coverage.
That's right. The NFL and college football are both in the middle of their seasons, while the MLB is in the playoffs with some interesting games and outcomes recently.
And sports are unpredictable. Just ask Will Pizzico about his World Series pick now, after this segment was recorded just yesterday.
Here's our Outside Zone.
Thanks, guys, and welcome to our first Outside Zone of the year. We're going to get started with college football. So far, it's been chaotic through the first 6 weeks. Rylan, who do you have winning it all this year?
Well, I mean, you are right. It has been crazy with all the upsets, most importantly, the Alabama-Vanderbilt game. But I'm not even trying to be biased. I still have my money on the Buckeyes. I mean, their offense is playing at an incredible level. Jeremiah Smith is playing amazing for a freshman, and they just look like they're on a roll that they can't be stopped. So that's who I got my money on.
Yeah. What about you, Will?
Personally, I would love Penn State to win because I'm a Penn State fan. But realistically, I think it's Texas. I feel like they're playing the best ball right now. Their offense is awesome. Their defense is awesome. They have their quarterback in the Heisman race. It's kind of hard not to pick them.
Yeah.
I also think the Buckeyes too, because they have Jeremiah Smith, they have Will Howard, they have Emeka Ibuka, and they just look unstoppable right now. They have a good schedule coming up, but I think they're going to win it all.
Me, I'm going to have to agree with Graham and Rylan here. I think the Buckeyes are going to win it all. I think their offense is playing at a really high level. They are in the meat of their schedule where they're going to have to play a lot of tough opponents, but if they can get through this, I think they're the clear favorite to win it all. But to get on to the MLB, we're in the second round of the playoffs. Who do you see getting to the World Series when it comes late October?
I don't watch a lot of baseball, but from what I've heard, the Dodgers, I've heard that they're on a pretty good roll right now. And so from what I can hear, I would choose them.
Yeah, I also would say the Dodgers because, they have Shohei Ohtani, probably the best player in baseball history at this point. He created the 50-50 club. They got the highest paid roster. They got Freddie Freeman. They got, Mookie Betts. They're just stacked. So I think it's a clear choice for them to win.
I think the Phillies, they have a great offense, even though their defense might be not the best. They're in a great series right now with the Mets. They're playing some good ball. Bryce Harper's doing awesome. Nick Castellanos is also doing awesome. I just think they got the best shot and the best offense throughout the playoffs right now.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go with the Dodgers as well. I think they're playing the best ball right now, and I think they're a clear favorite right now for the World Series. And finally, let's talk about the NFL. The season just started recently, but through these first few weeks, who do you have winning the AFC specifically this year?
AFC, that's unsure. I mean, as a Browns fan, it's hard to watch sometimes. But if I had to choose, I would say the Chiefs. Yeah, they're always.
I would also say the Chiefs. It's kind of hard not to pick the reigning champs of the AFC and the Super Bowl. I mean, they're really experienced. Patrick Mahomes is awesome. Travis Kelce is also awesome. It's kind of hard not to pick them.
I'd also say the Chiefs. It might be like a little biased, but they have a great offense. They have Patrick Mahomes, they have Travis Kelce, like he said, and they just know what they're doing in terms of getting to the playoffs and winning a Super Bowl.
Yeah, the Chiefs are obviously the clear favorite, but I'm going to go ahead and take the Texans here. I think they're playing some really good ball. They're battle tested. Their quarterback C.J. Stroud could win MVP this year, and they're finally getting that defense to step up. So I think the Texans, this is their year to make the Super Bowl. That's all we have from Outside Zone. Sending it back to the sports desk.
Thanks, guys. And that's going to be a wrap for today's Sports Zone.
We'll be back in a couple of weeks with some more action-packed content and coverage for you all.
But until then, go Lions!